So the first thing about this is that we're going to be going about it in a very indirect manner. It's all about preceding the attraction, and this kind of attraction is lethal because it has made a lot of men miserable. But for those who do it strategically to get a guy to like them, to get them to fall in love, using this as a first step is fucking brutal. Not even brutal in terms of a negative thing, but in terms of how impactful it is, all right? Because it's happened to me and it's worked on me, all right? So we're gonna be doing the first step in attraction is first creating interest. Creating interest in a comforting way. When I mean in a comforting way, it's in a way that doesn't really communicate too much interest, right? So it's all about going the indirect route, making him wonder what's really going on here, which will allow his imagination to do the rest, right? We want his imagination to do the work for us. We're lazy motherfuckers, all right? So when do you use this section? This section, you use it when let's say you're in the friend zone, all right? And let's say that you're in the friend zone, you want him to see you more sexual. You can use this if you're in that kind of situation. If you think that he doesn't see you as a sexual being, he only sees you as a friend, you can use this for that. When you want to raise your value, when you feel like the guy has lost interest in you, that's when you do this. Or when you feel like you fucked up and you just look too needy, you use this section for this because it's the same principle of sparking attraction, sparking interest from a place of no interest. But it depends. If you fucked it up, that means there's no interest, but it's actually negative interest. So that's something I gotta think about. And also, you want to use this when you're the one who's chasing and he's not. You want to use this when you want to change the dynamics and turn the table against him, all right? And also, how you want to use this whenever you feel like you lost power, all right? So now we got that out the way. So how long are you going to use this for? When do you know when to stop? Because this is all about creating interest, right? You don't create interest all the time, so when do you stop? Remember, it's all about sending subtle mixed messages, all right? So you do this for a while. But you use this aggressively when you want to create the interest, but once you created that initial interest, you just lower this down big time. You lower this big time because to maintain attraction, you got to learn how to use this in small doses. But in the beginning, you want to give them one big punch with this, all right? So the strategy we're going to be using is slow, fast, right? It's a strategy that's I think it's a Chinese strategy. It's all about going slow, and then fast. Why? Because when you go slow, they expect the next thing to be slow. And because they expect the next thing to be slow, because they think you're predictable, suddenly you hit them with a fast move and you catch them off guard. And now that fast move, if they were prepared, would not have been as impactful. But now, because you lull them to sleep, that fast move will work. You see? So I'm gonna show you guys how to use it. Okay, this is gonna be good. Once you find out his weaknesses through getting to know him, right? So the first thing is with using this is first know your enemy, right? Find out his weaknesses. Find out what he's weak for. So in this, so the first step is just getting to know him, like I said earlier. You're getting to know him, right? And then you gotta find out what he's weak about. All right, and I'm gonna show you how to do it, but I'm just giving you guys a general guideline. Okay, so find out his weaknesses. Once you find out his weaknesses, then lure him into an attack. And in this case, attack means attraction, showing attraction, being aggressive, like on the offensive. Let me get her interest, right? Lure him into an attack by making him underestimate you. You know, so by underestimating you, I mean that by making him think that he has you. You know, by making him think that he is of higher value than you per se. Not only will that provoke an attack, but it exposes them by lowering their own guard. So they think you like him, right? Sure, you send them mixed signals, but he's gonna only notice the good signs you give him, right? And he goes in for a move, and then now he made the first move. Now you made him come to you. You see, now you got so much fucking leverage, right? So not only will this provoke them to an attack, right, but it exposes them by lowering their guard. Now strike unexpectedly by backing off or changing pace or changing the dynamics, and they'll be left startled. It's an unexpected attack that hits, right? So let's say you wanted to ask him out, right? And you don't know how to do that. So you become, I'm gonna show you how to, but I'm just gonna give you guys like a quick example. So you become his friend, right? You become his friend, right? But as you become his friend, you also show signs that indiscriminately say, I like you. Like just signs, he says, this chick just fucking likes me, right? But then you show other signs that you don't like him, or being indifferent, or talking about other guys that you've been with, or talking about the guy that you're dating, I don't know, Alex, right? And then you show that you really like him, you show that you really like him, you show that you really like him, and then he's like, you know what, this chick likes me, let me go for the kiss. And then he goes for the kiss, expecting you to just take it, and then you back off. You're like, whoa, what are you doing? You know, like, slow down, thought we were just friends. And then when he thinks he lost hope, like, oh, I'm just in the friend zone, you go back to him. By the way, I kind of like the way you did that. And then he's like, oh, wow, like, yeah, I like you too. Sure, he may have liked you in the past, but because because you did something unexpected, you sort of lured him to make the first move. He felt disappointed. Now you came back. Now that action, the step that you took, actually is even more rewarding. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys how to do it in different ways.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys ever want to learn how to use your feminine energy to influence people, learn how to use your masculine energy to become more assertive, and also learn how to blend both energies to improve your dating life, your spiritual life, honestly, your relationship life, your family life, your career life, this is the course for you. If I had to make a course for my nieces, I have two nieces, one is 19 and one is 15. 16. Holy shit. Oh my God, he's a bad fucking uncle. He's a bad uncle. Get him. Shut up, Melissa. You should get this course, right? And this is the course that I will make for them. So, for example, watch the curriculum, right? In the first week, we're going to be showing you how to establish a strong masculine foundation without letting it hurt your feminine energy. This masculine foundation is a source of who you are, right? It's your bodyguard. Without this, whatever feminine energy you create will be destroyed by the outside, because your masculine is your shield. So we'll talk about goal setting. We'll talk about how to develop a serious attitude. We're going to be talking about how to use more logic, how to use more goal-oriented behavior. It's more how to be a man. Now the next one is how to embrace the feminine energy, right? This one will teach you about how to minimize excessive masculine traits, developing self-awareness, healing abundant feminine energy, regulating your emotion, mastering voice qualities and facial expressions, surrendering control, and allowing pain to be felt. This is honestly, this will supercharge, like Kaioken, your masculine energy. After that, we have femininity in the workplace, and how to be feminine in the workplace without letting people take advantage of you, and the nuances of how women of power should behave versus women who are subordinates in the workplace, and even the dress code. This is based on psychology, people. It's kind of insane. I'm actually excited about this one. The next week, we talk about navigating the labyrinth of male and female friendship, and this a lot of women find confusing, so we talk about that. And how to identify envious friends, how to identify the good friends, how to keep male friends, and how to keep female friends. Week 5, we talk about how to release the burden of the past and stop and destroy mental projections. This is actually really powerful. And then week 6, we talk about how to increase your observational power so that you can read people better. And we have a bunch of bonuses. The course starts at $99, and you guys can pre-order the course today at $69 before it goes out. If you're watching this, most likely I'm in the meditation retreat, so most likely I will be praying for all of you guys. And just click on the description down below of the video. Right there, you'll see it, and you can pre-order that course. It's gonna be out by the end of next month or the beginning of February of March. One of the two, people, because I have a 10-day retreat to do, and I want to finish the course after the retreat, because I think the ideas are gonna be so much better. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Pre-order, man. Oh, I'm closing the channel.